This is Lisa, and this is my windshield survey. I conducted this on January 14th. It was the daytime and a little cloudy. So this is a map of my community. It is located on the edge of Alvin, Texas. It is bounded by County Road 192, Highway 35 South, County Road 172, and County Road 191. In this community, there are no neighborhoods. There are sub-communities within the community. Again, no names. The homes in this community range from single-family homes to trailers. From what I gathered, the houses and trailers appeared to seem 20 years old or more. The homes and trailers were moderately to poorly maintained, as you can see in the pictures, and the landscaping was moderately maintained. I did observe some animals. I did observe signs of decay in the community. It was in disrepair. There was broken fences, potholes, damaged houses. I've seen a lot of garbage, like you can see in the picture. There was abandoned cars, as pictured, and multitude of places for wildlife. I did not, however, observe any vacant lots. The nearest park was Camp Mohawk, right outside of the 1 mile radius. It had playgrounds for children and adults. There was basketball courts, volleyball courts, also camping sites. From what I observed, it was safe and very maintained. I did not see a community center, and I did see members of the community like kids, elders, young adults, and also pets. So within the 1 mile radius of my community, there was no common areas, but there was a lot of gas stations surrounding the community. It's not really a common area, but it is where I've seen most members closest to the community. There was a cinema, there was a restaurant, and also a bowling alley that I listed, but there was not many common areas in the town. However, these areas are open to everyone, from what I observed. I did not observe any signs posted for the community like activities or fairs. I also did not observe any museums. There were no stores located inside of the community, but right outside of it, there was a Dollar General and a gas station called Alvin Food Mart. I listed the closest grocery store, which was Kroger's, the closest clothing store, which was Bell's. There was a tobacco store, and I did not see any liquor stores in the community. So in the 1 mile radius, there was no business and industries. However, I listed the nearest ones. So there is Rice Tech, which seemed to be an agriculture company. I also observed a Centerpoint Energy, which is a larger business. I also observed some salons. And lastly, in my 1 mile radius, I did see a little private business, and it was those hay bales for sale. There were not many major employers in the area that I observed. I mainly seen people in cars for transportation. I also seen motorcycles and rangers. The road was smooth and the speed limit was 45 from what I observed. As you can see in this picture, there's no side streets, no street lighting, and no sidewalks in the community. There also is no traffic. As you can see in the picture, there's not a car on the road. I also observed that there was no public transportation in the area. There was not much communication inside of this community. However, I did observe little posters posted on the power lines, as you can see in this picture. I listed the nearest service centers, so there was an Alvin Wick Clinic. I also observed many schools. There were around 6 elementary schools, 3 middle schools, 1 high school, and 1 community college. There was multiple daycares, and the closest one was Liberty Preschool that I listed. In the area, there was 1 unemployment office, and it was located at Brazoria County office. There was a U.S. Postal Service nearby, as well as a library. This is not pictured, but I did observe a garbage pickup company, which was Texas Pride Disposal. So as far as people in the community, there was not many within the 1 mile radius that I could see, but outside in those common areas that I talked about, from what I gathered, it is working/middle class. I gathered this because there was no evidence of luxury cars, clothes, food. From what I observed, it was a middle-aged community, and there was no evidence of homelessness. In the community, I seen predominantly white and Hispanic, and there was very little diversity. I did not observe any protective services within the 1 mile radius other than Neighborhood Crime Watch. There was a nearby fire department and police department. There were no religious centers in the 1 mile radius, but I listed the closest ones. So there were 3 different denominations that I could observe: Presbyterian, Catholic, and Baptist. The other churches that I listed did not have their denomination to where the public can see, to where I could see. For healthcare, there was not any healthcare within 1 mile radius. However, I did list the nearest ones. They had ER services, they had clinics, dental offices, as well as eye offices, and the closest pharmacy to the community was the Kroger Pharmacy. In the top middle, I listed the nearest hospital, which is HCA Clear Lake, 22 miles and 36 minutes away from my community. Inside of my 1 mile radius, there was really no evidence of politics other than these 2 pictures I took here that was on a nearby house, showing that the predominant political party was Republican, or is Republican. So overall, from my windshield survey, I have strengths and weaknesses. For the strengths of this community, I would say that there is low traffic, there is a lot of agriculture, I did not see evidence of vandalism, and there was adequate public schooling that I observed, and also outdoor and recreational opportunities. For the weaknesses, it lacked health services like hospitals. It was very far away from the community. Also, there was not many job opportunities. It lacked restaurants, apparel stores, entertainment, public transportation, and diversity. That's the end of my windshield survey. Thank you for watching.